Ravi stood at the base of the rocky hill, sweat already forming on his brow. It wasn't Everest or even a tall mountain, but for him, it might as well have been the moon. His school was hosting a charity climb, just a small event on the edge of the village. But for Ravi, who had been called weak, slow, and not good enough his whole life, this was his battlefield. Other kids laughed and ran ahead, their confidence echoing off the stones. "Come on, Ravi," one shouted mockingly. "Don't trip on the first rock." Ravi didn't reply. He just looked down at his shoes, old, worn, dusty, and took a breath. What people didn't know was that Ravi had been fighting battles long before this hill. His father had left when he was 10. His mother worked 2 jobs to keep food on the table. He was used to being invisible in class, used to hearing people say he wouldn't amount to much. But today was different, not because the hill was smaller or because people were kinder, but because today, for the first time, Ravi had made a decision. I will believe in myself, even if no one else does. So he took his first step. The climb wasn't easy. His legs trembled. His breath grew short. His heart pounded with every push forward. But with each step, Ravi whispered to himself, "One more step. You've been through worse. You can do this." Halfway up, he slipped, scraped his knee. Blood trickled down, and the pain shot up his leg. For a second, he stared at the sky, defeated. But then he remembered his mother's words. Life won't always wait for you to be ready. You have to move, even with fear, even with pain. So Ravi stood up. He wiped his hands on his pants, clenched his jaw, and climbed. One step, another, and another. He passed one classmate, then another. Their cheers started changing, first mocking, then surprised, then quiet respect. When he finally reached the top, the wind hit his face like a reward. No medals, no crowds, just the sky, the hill, and a feeling Ravi had never tasted before. Pride. He didn't need to win a trophy. He had won something bigger. Over his doubts, his fears, and the voices that said he couldn't. At the top, someone asked, "How did you do it, man?" Ravi smiled, not with arrogance, but with truth. I stopped listening to what they said and started listening to myself. Morale. Sometimes the loudest voice you'll ever have to overcome is the one inside your own head. But once you believe in yourself, no force, no pain, no fear, no doubt can hold you back. Believe in yourself even when no one else does, especially when no one else does. If Ravi's story inspired you, remember, your greatest strength is already within you. All you have to do is believe. Now it's your turn. Have you ever faced a challenge where believing in yourself made all the difference? Share your story in the comments below. I'd love to hear it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss another motivational story that lifts your spirit and fuels your journey. You've got this. Keep climbing. Strong,